another person that I feel like was very popular at your booth, and if you could maybe, you might have told me the story. You came to visit, you swung
Yeah.
through Des Moines this summer, but was you somehow found a piece by the one and only Jerry Saltz last
Oh,
year,
oh
one of
yeah.
his art pieces that he made and presented that to him. So you tell me a little bit about how
Okay.
that went?
Okay. Yeah, that's a wild tale about a wild man named Jerry Saltz. We all know he's quite the character.
Yeah.
And so by pure luck, chance, I came across a fairly significant collection formed by a husband and wife, and in Chicago and New York City, late 70s through the 80s. And I was astonished to see one of these pieces labeled on the back, Jerry Saltz, 1976. And I thought, well, and it said Chicago, it had a Chicago address.
Okay,
I thought,
yeah.
well, this is the one and only.
Yeah.
And and so I surprised him last year with the actual piece
Yeah.
at the Outsider Fair, and his mind was blown, as he put it. And
Yeah.
he he it's a triptych. It's hinged, and it's incorporating charcoal and paint on wood. And it's he did this whole it turns out he did this whole series on Dante's Inferno and all the different
Yeah.
cantos, and this is one of them. And he launched right into, I mean, it didn't, he's a pretty
Yeah.
quick thinker.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
he instantly launched into the full description of this work as if he made it yesterday.
Yeah. Right.
And
Right.
which was amazing. And I kind of made his day, and it felt good. And
It was really cool. Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's such a character, and obviously when he's walking around the fair, it's a big everyone's.
What
It's fun to see him going around and what he likes. He
yeah,
usually
what was your experience with him this year?
so again, I have met Jerry a handful of times. I met him at the fair mainly. We got to talking about 3 years ago about the rugs by the Iranian artist Sisi at Kevin Morris Gallery, and he was in love with those, and I am obsessed with those rugs, and gotten to know Sherry and Randall fairly well, and then Morteza Zahidi, who is also in Iran, and he is kind of helped get his works out there, Cece's rug. So I got to talk to Jerry about those, and we had a long talk about that 3 years ago. Then last year was my first year having a booth at the Outsider Art Fair. Might have been a little too hopped up on coffee and a little excited. Jerry came strolling through, and I kind of forgot. Jerry, he's not young. I don't think he would take offense to that. And I might have accidentally kind of given him a little too hard of a pat on the back. And he was kind of like taken aback. He was like, whoa, okay, guy. And then he kind of quickly walked away. But it was fine. We DM'd later. Hey, sorry, Jerry. And then this year, it's always fun because he just kind of like walks through. He's like, good, good, great, pretty good, fantastic. And then he just like goes
Oh
on. It's
yeah.
like, well, there goes
Yeah.
Jerry. And
Yeah. I
so,
mean, he's
yeah.
going to tell you what he thinks. We know that.
Hey, I can't wait until I'm that old and I can just go around and do that too. And everyone's like, yeah, that guy's old. So, he does what he wants.
But
Yeah,
like kidding aside, we're lucky to have him around, though. He
100%.
speaking of doing important work, there aren't too many critics, period. And just how
Yes,
involved he is, and yeah, just his voice, that his unique voice, his involvement, yeah, just his kind of democratization of the art world. He'll talk, he'll visit anyone, he'll
for
look at
sure.
anything.
Yep.
It's really impressive.